Welcome to today's Seidokan Saturday, Kempo Adjunct. Today's Kempo technique is known as Kempo 11. That's 2 ones. That's my, looks like a 2, but it's actually an 11. Kempo 11. Kempo 11 is a little bit long, and it does something that I don't highly recommend in a street confrontation, which is finish the guy down instead of once he's down getting away. There are time and a place for each of those things, and without getting into the strategery and tacticness stuff, tactics and strategies and all of that, sometimes you want to finish the guy, sometimes once he's down you want to get away. It's all situationally dependent on where his friends are, what your location is, what your condition is, what you think he might do, his bad intentions, follow up, blah, 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 blah. Without getting into all that, Kempo 11. So today I have Nick with me. Onegaishimasu. Okay, sit back, right? So Kempo, let's go this way just a little bit. Kempo 11 starts with an inward parry, and then we're going to use what's known as Ippon Ken, the one knuckle fist. It's very common in Uechi-ryu. I think they call it Dragon's Tooth. There's a Kung Fu style called Pak Mei, which uses white eyebrow Kung Fu, which this is the only punch they use. That's their entire fighting system. Kind of reminds me of the movie, I want to say Presidio with Mark Harmon and Sean Connery. Connery's in the bar and he says, "I'm going to beat you up using only my right thumb because my left thumb would be far too deadly for you." This single strike for pressure striking. So as the punch comes, I yield and parry sitting into my cat stance. And again, cat stance, remember, gives me the options of preparatory softening techniques. But I'm using this in this case to rock and spring forward. Then, depending on his head position, if he's still looking at me, I'm pressing this a little, and my Dragon's Tooth, my Ippon Ken, comes right in under the orbit of the eye where it connects to the maxilla. Boom! We can go right into the eye as well. If he's turned his head with my parry, then we're going to go right to the temple with this movement. Okay, again. Hey, I yield, I rock and press, make my Ippon Ken. Now, that may end the fight. I don't know. Does that end the fight? What do you think?
Good, yeah.
Yeah. If I do this, bam! And I do this on Makiwara as well. That's important to train whatever you're going to hit with. That could end it. But if it doesn't, from here, I can rake across or just simply drop. I'm going to come under his ankle with my left hand as I push his hip with my right hand, raking into the ground. I slide up his leg, shuffle forward, and I drop to my right knee, which is strategically placed, again, possibly finishing. At this point, as I've come up here, I'm going to grab the top of his foot. I'm going to take my left hand as I kneel on his groin, turn it to the tiger's mouth position, Koko Uchi, striking into his Achilles, and now I'm going to turn him over to his belly as I step over. Now I have his foot. I'm going to step on his back and yank up, give him a good chiropractic, let his foot fall. Stepping off his back, I come back to a lunge position where I punch to the ribs. I'm going to hit these ribs 3 times in a row or 2 times into the head, kind of like a double tap, boom, 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 okay? Some, depending on how you want to do this. But mainly I'm going to start by hitting this rib 3 times. 1, step up, heel kick, scooping through. 2, back heel kick, scooping back. 3, and then I'm on guard. The in case he gets up thing seems a little overkill, but up. He may or may not get up from that, but be on guard just in case. Okay, once you don't, and then we'll turn around and do it one more time from this side, and then we'll turn to it from the other view. Okay, hey, parry, strike, scoop, takedown, come up his foot, shuffle knee, tiger's mouth, Koko Uchi, turning him over, step, stomp. Come back to lunge, thrust, heel kick, heel scoop, and guard. Now, before he gets up, this second heel scoop I said could go elsewhere. I can take it wide and back soccer kick past the head, depending on my position. Up. And let's swap places. Feeling okay? Nobody's died yet? No? Good. I try and use good control, but you know, sometimes a little contact is good for the soul. Hey, parry, rock forward strike. Come around, hip, inverted palm strike, coming cross palm, scooping foot, shuffle, knee, koko uchi, turn him, stomp, thrust, heel drag, guard. Hip. Kempo 11. Thanks, sir. My good man, Nick. So, see outside there. Kempo 11. I left off the foot pull that time because I don't want to overdo his back. If we'd done the Shaolin training with all the back bending, I wouldn't worry about him, but not a good thing. Seidokan 11, new strikes. The white eyebrow, dragon's tooth, ippon ken. The dragging heel kick. The inverted palm strike. All kind of new strikes that we're using at this level, at this degree. That's our last Kempo Yakusoku for the third Kyu brown belt. And then we move on now next week to the Seidokan YK, Seidokan Yakusokus of our basic 11. Thanks for joining. Hopefully that's instructional, useful. Put it into your repertoire, play around with variations. And until next week, as always, let's keep practicing.